Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Trenches on the One Mic Media Network. We're here to discuss week 13 of the NFL season. As the season goes along, we start to get the playoff picture more clear. We see some upsets. We see some teams still trying to get in, and we got a lot to talk about. Got to bring in my usual crew. First up, the right-hand man, always on time, my guy Daryl. What's good, Daryl?
What's good, Mike? Back at it after Thanksgiving. A lot of teams about to show us who they are, who's real for real, who's not. So we about to see.
Yeah. Next up, this guy thought he was going to sweep me in fantasy, but we know that wasn't going to happen. I had to cook this joker. My man Jeff. What's good, Jeff?
Whatever, man. You funny. I'm a check. If you know one thing about me, I'm a check, nigga.
I'm
a check.
I told Down one thing about Jeff. Jeff going to check. Go ahead and check, man. Hey, yo, I told you on Thursday, I said, Jeff, it's over, man. You ain't want to believe me, but
bro, don't get it crazy. It was like 76, 77. Like midway through, you looking probably nervous. Like,
and last up, man, the Eagles fan with a lot to talk about. My man Jordan, what's good? What's good, Jordan?
What's good, man? I hope everybody had a nice holiday. I had a decent holiday. Came up a couple tickets.
Money man.
Ohio State did get that dub, Mike. Okay, remember that.
Yeah.
Who they play this 12-0. 12-0.
Who they play this week?
Indiana, they gonna get cooked too. They get fried. Bologna.
Indiana?
Bologna. Cooked.
What's their quarterback name? What's the
Mendoza? That shit is fried rice. Fried rice. He's
kind of nice, bro. Kind of nice.
Now, I'm rolling up Eagles pack right now.
Kind of nice, bro.
Because they pissing me off, but we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, I had a good weekend.
I'm actually we're gonna get into it.
Mendoza for 300 this week.
You say, bro?
Mendoza for 300 yards this week.
Yo, calm that shit down, bro. Yo, God, he's getting buried. Straight beef and bean burrito. He's getting cooked.
Not beef and bean.
He's getting paid.
Let's take it back, man, to Thanksgiving Day. Of course, speaking of the holiday weekend, first game up was the Bengals and Ravens. So Joe Burrow came back and got the dub versus the Ravens. Jeff, what's your thoughts on that team in those games, man? That game.
I'd be happy to see Joe Burrow in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the better elite passers in this league that we have. He just got the Kawhi Leonard syndrome. He just can't stay healthy. His homeboy never sees the field. But the game itself, it looked good. He did what he's supposed to do. He fed Jamar Chase extensively, gave him the ball just without any reservation. Chase Brown was hooping out. He ran for a good amount of yards, had some good catching out the back. And really, the true story of this is the Ravens, man. Like, what's going on with Lamar? He got 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions all in November. So, and he's only had two 200-yard games in the last 6 games. So, like, really what's going on? Derrick Henry's only had 118 yards in 1 game. That's his only 100-yard running attempt this season in November. So, who are the Ravens? I mean, we thought they were going to storm and run away with the division or storm back once Lamar came back, but I think that time off kind of held them. The game was interesting because, it's like the Bengals had opportunities to really put up probably like a 50-burger, really, and they had to kick a couple opportunities with kick a couple field goals with McPherson, and honestly, I think that was telling, really, because, again, are they really even in competition with the Ravens? You know what I'm saying? Can the Ravens really compete with a healthy Joe Burrow Bengals? Even though the defense is trash, can he compete? And y'all know how I feel about Lamar. When it matters the most, he gonna go ghost.
I like that.
Lamar St. Patrick, because he don't show up when it matters the most, man. So, the game itself was on Thanksgiving. I'm happy to see that the Bengals go ahead and won. Honestly, like I said, I like that tandem. They paid the wide receivers. I'm really trying to see, can the Bengals become second in division? I mean, can they get to the second spot in the division and take over? That division is up for grabs, sad to say, but that's what it is. But it was a good showing from Burrow, 24 for 46, 200 yards, a touchdown, 83% QBR, and that was a good play.
Daryl, your thoughts on our NFC North brothers in that game? AFC North.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Yeah, definitely not brothers. So, showing that. But it was definitely good to see Burrow back. Just remind us of who he is. Came back in, didn't miss a beat. Got to his guy Chase. It was interesting to see how it would play out without Higgins. But the young guy Yosivas, he's been making plays a lot throughout the year. So he stepped up, made some plays. Only one catch though, but throughout the year, he's been that guy that fills in when Chase or Higgins not able to make a difference there. But good to see. With their record coming up, they have definitely got a chance. And also with their defense playing better. Bad past couple weeks, defense definitely take a step in the right direction compared to the historically bad they've been for almost a year and a half now. So they definitely have a shot. But to answer Jeff's point with the Ravens, they're the Ravens. Like there's a team that's going to get in the way of themselves or find a way to beat themselves, and that's what they did a few times in this game alone. About the touchdown to Likely before fumbled out the end zone. Lamar had a fumble right on the Bengals end zone, so they just find ways to get in their way. But even if they weren't in their way, I kind of piggyback on what Jeff said with the Lamar stats. I don't know what's wrong with that. I mean, it looked like he maybe came back too early. He still looks hurt. He's not running like we know him to be. Like I don't think he has a run over maybe 25, 30 yards at all at any point this year. So big difference. But I really think it's health with him. And really they just kind of falling apart. I mean, the defense, they was holding them down during that stretch where they were playing a lot of cupcake teams. But really, they're going to have to, at some point, Lamar is going to have to wake up if they want to get what they want to be as far as winning division and making some noise in the playoffs. I don't see too much different from the Ravens cap from what we've seen or peak from what we've seen in the past because they still don't have a receiver. Like we've got to talk about in the beginning, Zay Flowers is the best option. Well, actually not. Their tight ends are their best option without Mark Andrews and Likely. Even Bateman, he had a good stretch last year, but just that whole receiving core they've been quiet all year. So I don't see any turnaround for Lamar's game right now. Again, I really just due to injuries and maybe him not trusting his body right now. It might take all season to get right to fix that. But it was good to see Burrow kind of just remind us of he's one of them ones for.
Yeah, Jordan, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, it was a decent game. It was cool to see Joe Burrow back out there. He is, in my opinion, if you had to ask me, any other QB other than who I would pick first, other than Patrick Mahomes, it would absolutely be Joe Burrow for me. But
Over
right?
Stafford?
I mean that,
over Stafford.
Well,
Burrow a lot younger though. So.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now. But and moving forward. But it was a good game though. Right. Like Daryl said, man, the Ravens just always hurt themselves, bro. Turnovers, don't make the right plays at the right time anymore. Their offense really can't get going. I don't necessarily know, everybody talk about how Zay Flowers and to me, I think they have an adequate enough receiver room for them to make a run, in my opinion. They got enough guys. I think Flowers, Bateman, and Hopkins is good enough with the tight ends that you got, and then you got the king back there running the football, and you got two MVPs back there running the fucking ball. So, didn't Derrick Henry win MVP before? Or he ran 2000, right? Yeah,
Last year, 2000. He ran
2000, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the problem is. Their offensive line isn't as good as it used to be. They're not as powerful as they used to be. They don't get enough. They don't get the push that they used to. And it kind of seems like they're becoming predictable as an offense. If the Bengals can hold you to under 15 points or whatever the score, what was the score was 32 to 14 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
If they can hold you to only 2 touchdowns, it's it's one of the worst defenses in the league.
Right.
So that's not good. I don't know if I think Lamar is fine. I've seen him take off a few times in the most recent. He look all right to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. He look all right to me. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the time off fucked him up. I think they need to lean on Derrick Henry more. You got a Hall of Fame, you got a first ballot Hall of Fame running back. I can't stand the motherfucker. But I ain't going, motherfuckers, he's nice. So, lean on him. I don't understand that. So, if they don't figure out an identity for themselves and figure out how they're going to run offense, they're not going to even make the playoffs. And we knew it was going to be hard for them to make the playoffs anyway, just because of him being out in the games that they lost with him being out. But if they don't find an identity, and their defense was shitty too. Like, but it was Joe Burrow. Joe
Back to
Burrow was
being
like, yeah, I'm
shitty
back.
again.
Huh?
Yeah. Getting back to being shitty again. Remember, they was
Yeah,
kind of shitty
yeah,
earlier.
word. And like everybody ain't gonna be
100%.
every game, but
Right.
this was a bad fall off.
Mhm.
Than the fact that it's a rivalry game, you need this game. First game back for Burrow, he ain't carve y'all up, but
No Higgins.
yeah, right. No, yeah, right. No T, like, and y'all let him do that. It's like, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, I agree with everything y'all said. It almost made me think maybe they didn't need T Higgins, and maybe they should have put more on defense because they got enough on offense, honestly, and they paid Higgins too. I know he's gonna be back this week, but yeah, Burrow being back look good. Lamar, I mean, yeah, they saying he might be hurt. The thing is that he took off, but they not run a lot of design runs for him. I feel like, but also like without his running or that threat of the run, it makes his passing not as good. It's the reason because the defense plays him differently. When they got to account for that run, it'd be wide open people on those teams. But I feel like it wasn't that these last 3 or 4 games or whatever like that. So it's crazy, Jeff. I don't know if the Bengals. I think it might be too little, too late for the Bengals to win the division. So the Ravens will probably win it by default, but they don't look good going in. They definitely should run the ball more with Henry. But I'm more on the fact that if they don't win this year, I think they got to get rid of Harbaugh, man. I think it's over for that situation to me. And just like McDermott, you got to switch it up. You wasting time. And I don't know if you know about the 5-year rule or whatever like that, but no QB and coach pair has won a Super Bowl after 5 years together ever. If you don't win them in the first 5 years, it just don't happen.
Crazy.
And Lamar been there 8 years, so no, no QB and coach combination ever won a Super Bowl after being the other 5 years. So,
oh shit, you're right.
Right.
Holy shit.
Stafford and McVay might break it.
They won already.
Oh no, they're talking about at least
their first Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Andy and Patrick, like year 2 or 3, like it don't really normally happen at the 5 years. So I think and McVay and same thing with McDermott and Josh. So I think that I don't know if they need a new voice or would it be? So I think
Drew Brees and Sean Payton, Mike. God damn, that's crazy.
They won it early. He won it early when they went to.
They won it early when they first got that.
It's literally called the 5-year rule.
That is crazy as shit.
I know, because most of the time, if you don't get it done within the first 5 years,
the coach gone or the QB
gone. Right.
That's wild as fuck.
Derrick Henry only worth a $5 million cap hit next year, and in 27 that go up to $16 million. So
I wouldn't get rid of him. I don't think he's slowing down.
What? He's 30 something. Like
get rid of him before he does.
Definitely slowing down.
He don't look like he's slowing down, bro. When he get a blade of grass, he's still moving.
He's 31 now. He'll be 32.
Y'all know how I feel about Derrick Henry.
I mean, next year
when he get a blade of grass, he still look like he be fucking moving.
For the $5 million, I keep him next year. After that, I might gotta get rid of him.
Yeah.
But I still think the key is
or you redo the deal. I'm not getting rid of Derrick Henry.
He at the end.
I'm not just getting rid of.
He gotta show me something next year to do.
Maybe try to redo the deal though. I'm not getting rid of a guy. Like even if like the young boy they got back, they got some nice back.
Justice Hill, he all right. Yeah,
they got Hill and they got Mitchell. So if you want to groom one of them, cool. But you keep Derrick Henry and you start him.
Hill ain't young, bro. He tore ACL before. He had to bounce back.
He all right though.
He's nice.
When I look at the other running backs in that division, I look at Junkins. I look at Chase Brown, who's a scat back pass catcher. He had over 100 yards, scrimmage yards this game. And I look at Warren, like that y'all got. Like these are small, fast backs that can catch and run. Like you got to keep up with the running back.
But what you saying though? What you saying about DeAndre?
I'm just saying, like, if they're not going to use them, if they're not just going to like full-fledged plow the grass with them for the next year or two, like, yo, you get 300 carries next year. I don't care what you say. Like, to run them in the ground, then move on.
Well, we'll see how they do. They looking good. Moving forward, though, Cowboys kept things rolling. After embarrassing the Eagles last week, they came back this week, and they beat the Chiefs, the other team from the Super Bowl last year. But they beat them almost wire to wire.
I mean, it's okay, Jeff, because we did beat the both of them at least once this year. So it's okay. We beat
both.
we beat a lot of fucking teams that played on Thanksgiving this year. Let me fucking tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
But it's okay.
All right. Anyway, Chiefs Cowboys. The Chiefs, needed this game. They fall to 500. Cowboys are trying to get in the playoffs. Darryl, what's your thoughts on that game and those teams?
Yeah, definitely. This game lived up to the hype. This kind of felt like a playoff game for real, because both teams really needed it to keep their standing alive in their respective conferences. Definitely shout out to the Cowboys. This is a game that they don't, or a moment that if they don't usually don't rise up to and execute. Just at home, but everything on the line for them to go toe to toe, for more specifically Dak to go toe to toe with Mahomes. That was a good sign. Definitely got to give respect to that. Their offense, they've just been rolling. The play calling, just getting schemes out using their free agent all season additions. Javonte Williams, DGP. That change. They've changed this. Those two moves alone that changed that offense. And even on the defensive side, they've been making plays, getting healthier, getting guys back healthier. And they've been. This has been a whole completely different team for the last 3 weeks. Again, ever since they made the move, and also again the unfortunate loss. They've kind of held together. This is a whole different team, and it could be scary as far as if they get in as far as that wild card, and depend on the matchups. You never know what run they can go on. So, but really for the Chiefs, I thought they were going to rise up as far as being that championship DNA. I mean, I thought it was going to start off like that with Mahomes getting out early, scoring within the first 2 minutes of the game. I thought it was going to be a long day for the Cowboys, but I really this game showed me, proved to me more about the Cowboys winning more than the Chiefs losing, because it really came down to the very end. But usually at the end, Cowboys get in their own step on their own foot. Either Dak throws an interception or the defense gives up a big play. So definitely didn't see that what we're normally seeing from the Cowboys, and interested to see if they can carry it forward, carry this momentum, carry the position they worked up. I feel like that tie may come back to hurt them, but if they keep playing like they are now, they have no. I don't see how they don't get in and possibly make some noise in the NFC.
Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo the same sentiments as Darryl. I was impressed that the Cowboys actually came and delivered for once. I mean, this was actually a typical. This is it had the settings of a typical Cowboy letdown. At home on Thanksgiving, on the road, playing a non-divisional, opponent, a superstar quarterback, superstar head coach, offensive juggernaut, air quote, in some sense. And Dak did show up, 27 for 39, 300 yards. He did have an interception, but he had the touchdown. I mean, look, you can't go bad when you got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Like, damn, you could just really dominate in the field at this point, honestly. And I do like the addition that they made on defense. Then they got Overshaw coming back.
Yep.
He came back. So the defense is kind of rounding itself out into good position. It was a good game. The Cowboys scored touchdowns, and that's what you got to do against the Kansas City Chiefs. You can't get field goals against the Chiefs. The Chiefs will come back and catch you. If you kick field goals against them, they will score touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes was basically flawless, but again, typically at times that he holds the ball too long, and that's why he takes sacks. Like, he's sometimes looking for that play or that receiver to break out. And I know we all believe Rashee Rice is kind of that guy, but he's kind of more in like the mold of like the CD and George Pickens, the quick slant kind of guy. Give him 7-yard slant, he'll go ahead and give you 15 yards from it. They don't really have that home run breaker like we thought Brown and Worthy would be, but they just haven't really been taking the top off this joint like we thought it would. So, I was impressed with Mahomes' game. They went back to not having a 100-yard rusher after they did the last game with Hunt, but it was a good game for the Cowboys. And like I said, and I've been saying this, and I'm going to continue to echo the sentiment, I think this is the beginning of the end of something else. Like, I think that division winner thing is still going to contend. I think the Cowboys can really win this thing out, if you ask me, honestly. And I hope that the Eagles don't stumble up somewhere, because it could get real messy out there on Broad Street if they do. But I like that he's been playing all pro this season. All pro, huh?
Did you catch contact or something?
No, not
you good. Oh, okay, I'm making sure.
Good. I think, like I said, Dak's been playing all pro, and he's had some weapons. Mike, I'm gonna echo your sentiment. I think Schotty's a good play caller. They call good plays. They got balance. His daddy was a play caller. They got good balance. He know how to use his options. The defensive person, I guess, Dennis Allen, I think, is the defensive coordinator. I think
Nah, it's
It's
Eberflus.
Eberflus.
Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah.
So he got
That's
chip on
crazy.
his shoulder after getting fired from
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
So I think this motivated Cowboys team is going to be something to reckon with. Now look, what are they 6-5-1 at this point? So they got the Lions this week. I think that's food. I just do.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in our predictions. Jordan, your thoughts on that?
So you know that this is like strictly not emotional here. I'm just
Okay.
being honest
Yeah,
here,
right.
All right.
But does anybody remember in the beginning of the year when I said Dallas
I do
Cowboys are
remember
going to
that.
be good as long as they have Dak Prescott?
You did say that. Yep, I remember that.
I
Because
said they
every
would win
year
the
that
division,
Dak
though.
Prescott,
I said they would win the division. I don't know why we acting crazy.
I don't remember that.
The tape's coming.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay,
Because I'm
no
going to
problem.
check.
But I'm not. But I'm saying
That's for
I am
sure.
not shocked
For
about
sure.
what the Cowboys are doing. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not.
Mhm.
There hasn't been a season that Dak Prescott has been the starting quarterback for more than 15 or 16 games, and that they've been terrible or they didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
Dak is a really good quarterback. They have a really good offense with two very talented receivers, a talented running back, a talented tight end, and then they have two talented defensive ends. Linemen. They have some talent in linebacker. This is a talented football team. The Dallas Cowboys' problem is always in January. So we can say whatever the fuck we want. I'm not shocked about what they're doing. The addition of George Pickens has been incredible for them. Javonte Williams was always a baller. He just had injuries. He was a beast coming out of North Carolina. Denver gave up on him because he kept getting hurt, and now Cowboys reap the benefits of that shit. You feel me? Everybody said Jerry Jones was tripping when they went and got Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams is balling right now. You get what I'm saying? So Jerry knew what the fuck. I hate to be talking like this about these bitch ass motherfuckers. You feel me? But it's the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not really shocked about what they're doing because like I said, Jeff thought that they would come in and win the division, and I said like they're not gonna be bad as long as Dak Prescott is the QB. This team is never gonna be shitty because Dak typically during the regular season plays that good. Like he plays that good. He puts the team on his back. The defense was still let up 30 points and they still fucking won.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like Dak usually put that team on his back, and then he probably when it gets to the playoffs, back ain't strong enough, too tight. Let it loose. You feel me? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like, do I think they're gonna win the division? No. But am I surprised about how well they're playing and what they look like when they kind of fully together and healthy? No, I'm not shocked. I think Schottenheimer is a good coach. I think they got two guys who are coordinators that were head coaches.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Like the shit, they're a good football team. Like they're a good football team. So first of all, the loss that we took a couple weeks ago, one, it don't even look that bad. Two, we got them week one and we beat the Chiefs. I just want you to know we beat the Packers and the Lions in the first game on Thanksgiving as well. And if we would have played Cincinnati, we beat Cincinnati and Baltimore last year, but we played Michigan to get smacked too. I'm just letting you know.
Back to the topic. So I did think they were going to be bad because of the defense, and they were bad in the beginning. I think Jerry made a great trade getting Quentin Williams, like y'all said. He still got some first round picks, somebody he's going to get as well. I think that Overshawn coming back was huge for them. Ironically, I think Diggs getting hurt was better for the secondary. I like the young boy they got in there, and Bland is always a ball hog. I think Diggs might be, I don't know. I want to say, I think he can be. Yo. He be getting beat, yo. Like, and he got
all these boys get beat.
All of them boys.
Bro.
Hey, but they ain't got no pass rush before, so that's why
the way he played, especially in the Chicago game when Caleb cooked them, that was crazy, bro. But nevertheless, I think the offense is correct. I think Shotty. That's my thing. When Daryl says it's not like them, it's not the same team. I think Shotty is a huge upgrade over McCarthy. I think McCarthy was already washed. I think he made bad in-game decisions. I think Shotty's younger, so he's more in the pulse right now, and he's a good play caller. Like Jordan said about Dak, Dak is actually a good quarterback. They get a lot of grief, but Dak be seeing the film. This year he's using his legs more. He stopped that for a while. And I don't know what kind of rehab this nigga had, but he's moving more. He scoring touchdowns in the end zone versus the Eagles and shit like that. Like nigga is doing his thing. But I feel like that.
It's December, and he talking about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You was still what the fuck.
I just
Anyway,
had to let you know.
okay. But I don't think that they win the division. I think it's too little, too late. I don't know if they get into the playoffs or not. To me, it's more getting ready for next year for them. I think that if the Eagles lose this division at this point, then Sirianni really should be fired, honestly, because they got a big lead. So,
it's
down, bro. Don't say that shit.
I'm just saying, like, we always in the moment we don't look at.
We're not getting fired. Hold on.
If they lose the division, though, bro, at this point,
hold on. No.
All right, whatever.
He can go fire his fucking friend. That's what he can go do. He can go fire his fucking friend.
We'll get to them in a little bit, but what about the Cowboys? I don't think they can catch up. But I like what they're doing. The other side, the ball to eat
1.5 games behind.
The Chiefs.
I'm not doing that shit.
Man, the Chiefs, man, actually, Pat played well. Pat had 4 TDs, 130 quarterback rating. The defense this year has not played as good as they used to playing. Oh boy, I think he's a rookie on the Cowboys. He was in Chris Jones shit. Like he wasn't letting Chris get there at all. He's the best person they got on the line. And then like I don't like that first game of the year against the Chargers. They weren't getting no pass rush. Dak sat back there and slinged it. Like, you know what I mean? And then with those receivers he got, like you said, Jeff, and Ferguson and Javonte out the backfield, and what's the little one receiver they got?
Urban.
Yeah, him too. Like, yo, it's so many weapons, so you got to get a pass rush, and the Chiefs are not getting it. Pat can do what he can do. They need a running game, more defenders. They need like a whole rebuild. Sometimes, man, you got to start. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They've been in 7 straight AFC Championship games. Not a whole rebuild, but they got to rebuild the defense and they got to rebuild the running game to me. So I think the Chiefs. I think they're cooked. I've been saying that for 5 weeks though, but I think they're cooked.
You've been saying that for 5 weeks and he's still in the hunt.
Yeah, for now, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs at all this year, and it's gonna look crazy for Pat Mahomes not to make the playoffs. But
I think he is.
But it's gonna happen this year, man. Moving forward, man. The night game. Speaking of the Detroit and the Green Bay, Detroit and Green Bay played. Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns. Beat Detroit again for the second time this season, and almost knocked Detroit out of the playoffs. We'll see moving forward. Jordan, why don't you start this with Packers and Lions, man?
Yeah, and I just want to say one more thing. I just want to give a shout out to the Chiefs and Cowboys because they did cover the parlay. Kudos to them. Okay. And then I'm gonna also give a shout out to we whooped their ass too, but I'm gonna also give a shout out to the Lions and Packers this game because they also covered the parlay as well. So it was a good Thanksgiving.
What went over?
He was eating.
Okay.
For real, literally,
figuratively, and literally,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. But you know what, yo? I feel like these teams are similar as shit. Like they not. I don't think any team I don't think there's any elite NFC team right now other than the Rams. We'll get to that later, but it's like the Rams are the elite right now in the NFC. And then it's like them teams hovering below them to where like any one of them could beat you on any given Sunday. And it's like Green Bay, it's Detroit, it's us, it's Seattle. So it's like, to me, the Lions defense is not what we expected it to be coming into this year. And that's going to be their Achilles heel to me. You feel me? Because they was letting Jordan Love go bananas. Mm-hmm. And I kind of don't understand why teams blitz the shit out of him. Because he's really good against the blitz. Mm-hmm. And so is LaFleur with the play calling against the blitz. And Christian Watson is starting to emerge as their number 1 for real. He did drop a pass, but he got the ability. Mm-hmm. He definitely got the ability. So they got him. Then you got Dobbs, Wicks, and the young boy that they got. You feel me?
Hold on. And Reed come back like this week.
Oh, too. No word. Oh, I forgot about him.
I forgot about him.
He was the number 1.
He gonna
when Watson was out,
He gonna lose some PT though. He gonna lose some PT though for sure.
Nah. He gonna be their weapon.
You don't think so?
He was the number 1 when Watson was out the whole time.
Well, I mean,
Watson and Wicks. That's the 3 receivers right there.
I mean, we're gonna see it, but like, I just feel like the Lions defense isn't going to be able to get them where they want to go because that shit was in Detroit.
And Dobbs too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was in Detroit. Green Bay came in there and went toe to toe with them. You feel me? And it was a physical game. It was a real good game. Both offenses played well, but at the end of the day, like I think this is more about Detroit than Green Bay. Like, cause I really always thought Green Bay was food because I didn't trust Jordan Love. So to me, it's more about the Detroit than it is Green Bay. Cause I expected Detroit to win this game, especially at the crib on Thanksgiving. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if they defense can't, like, if you losing at home to them like that, I don't think you can go on the road in the playoffs and go win a game. Because they're not even in the playoffs right now. They're in the hunt.
Nah. Yeah.
So, like, we thought this, and they offense is like to me, they got a championship offense.
Yeah. Jeff, your thoughts on these teams in that game, man?
Well, honestly, this might sound crazy, but like, ain't no real dominant team in the league. Maybe, but the Patriots. Honestly, like that's because every other team, any given Sunday, it seems like they can get caught slipping. Like we just saw the Rams get caught slipping. So, with that said, yeah, the Packers, they did what they supposed to do against the Lions. I don't trust Dan Gamble. I just don't trust it. I don't trust the defense. I think when they lost Aaron Glenn, they lost a lot. That defense is still kind of hampered a little bit. Losing a coordinator, like maybe not until this year that I think that it was really that important. Like I thought you could just plug and play in the motherfucker, but really losing coordinators.
Nigga, did you see what happened to us 2 years ago?
Yeah, but even then, I mean, y'all went to the Super Bowl the next year, so you know what I'm saying. But losing coordinators can be a real big deal, and I
They
think
lost both of them.
Yes, and both of them. Yes, the entire team lost its identity. Not really identity. They basically trying to play. And I said from the beginning that the Lions can just really duplicate whatever Ben Johnson was running. Just keep running his shit, and then we'll go ahead. But it ain't working. I think the Lions need to commit to Jahmyr Gibbs as the full-time running back, either off David Montgomery or just let him be the backup and down in the end zone. Let Gibbs just get the touches. He's got to get 25 touches, man. He's too good. He does something. He get 20 last game. They lost. So he ain't had 25 for it. 25 carries for him.
Montgomery's still good too, though, bro.
Montgomery is nice. That's what I'm saying. Like Montgomery is
but
nice.
You know what? Gibbs is so good that if you take anything from him, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, give him the ball until he's exhausted. Like he got to get Christian McCaffrey treatment. Like, give him the ball as much as he can, bro. Like,
do you think? Do you think he makes he's not as explosive as Gibbs, but you think he makes plays? Like he makes
plays because Gibbs makes the defense chase him all crazy, and then Montgomery can come in and just bruise you. Like, so that's how I think that plays off.
Some games Montgomery be starting.
Some games not. Like, but I just don't think that. I think Gibbs is a premier back. He should get the ball 30
Yeah, I agree with Jeff because Gibbs is nice, bro.
Undoubtedly, he got to get the Christian McCaffrey treatment. Give him the ball 30 times a game, passing and catching. So with the Packers here, yes, you're right. Christian Watson came back. I don't know how he came back with that ACL for that fast steroids, but I'm just saying that came back built, ready to play. Like, and that's what Jordan Love's missing, all these geeks. Remember, Jayden Reed been out for a minute. How long? Like the whole season, damn near.
Almost like 8 weeks at least.
Yeah, he been out damn near the whole season. Essentially, They didn't have Watson. He just came back, so he really was throwing the ball to Romeo Bubblehead Dobbs and Christian Wicks and Musgrave. So now that he's got a real formula, I think Jordan Love can perform really well as long as they keep giving Jacobs the ball too. And I think that dude Wilson out the backfield is actually kind of solid as well. Yeah. So we might have a 2-tandem running game here. So. Them beating the Lions this week was interesting because the Lions, again, they 0-4 on fourth down now. It's like 3 games in a row. They're 0-4 on fourth down.
I didn't think he did a bad job. I didn't mind some of those calls.
Still 0-4, my nigga. You still 0-for-7, like on fourth down calls in the last 3 weeks. Like, you got to stop at some point. Like, take the field goal. They lost 31-28. Take the field goals, bro. They be there for you. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's going to be something, like we always said, it's going to come back and bite the Lions in the ass, trying to keep going forward on fourth down. You can go back and be a little conventional. You don't have to be super extraterrestrial every single damn time you get the ball on fourth down. That's just going to be the problem for them. The game was in Jordan Love's hands. He was cooking from the pocket. He got no pressure in his face. He was burning them up all over the place. And we already know that, what's the coach for Green Bay? LaFleur, he's a fucking damn good play caller. Like, he comes from the Shanahan tree. They all come from it together, and that's just what it really boils down to. So, like I said, I think that the Lions, they might miss the playoffs. I like the Green Bay Packers to get in the playoffs. I think it was weird that the Cowboys and the Packers had a tie, the biggest trade of the offseason. This is why it seems so scripted. But, you know what I'm saying? That's here nor there. I think if they keep doing what they're doing right now, they got a number one receiver. They'll get Reed back. They'll get a slot guy. They'll be really good going into the postseason.
Daryl, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, we might have to start thinking about Thanksgiving as Jordan Love Day, because even I think last year he went off to, I think he's 3-0, nine touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Definitely gonna keep that in mind next year. I'm putting up tickets, but yeah, definitely a great game for the Packers. This is kind of what this version of the Packers what I made them a Super Bowl pick for me in the offseason. Just Jordan Love making plays. Josh Jacobs taking care of the ball and running the ball. And he definitely don't have one true dynamic receiver, but the weapons that Jordan Love has at his disposal, they can get the job done. It just puts the pressure on him just to take care of the ball and get the ball to the right place. He's been kind of inconsistent with that, but if he can just play like I'm not saying 4 touchdowns every game, but if he can play to the level of getting the ball out, getting into the right place, not taking care of the ball, they can make some noise. As far as the Lions, it was tough without them, without Laporta and St. Brown. J-Mo, he did step up, but he was like the only passing threat for them. They were kind of able to bottle up Gibbs and just let J-Mo get whatever he wanted, but they were kind of able to restrict everything after that, and just really left Goff with not much to work with. I mean, he really didn't have a bad game, 20 for 26, didn't have any interceptions, but it's just not much for him to work with really. And I think this is down year for the Lions, especially again after changing 2 coordinators. There's not really to capture that momentum that they've been able to have throughout the majority of the previous year. So might be a down year for them, but again, to get the coordinator situation figured out, they may be back because a lot of their core is still young, so they're gonna still be there. But for the Packers, yeah, again, this is a good sign for them as far as them playing like this after Thanksgiving. Again, I think after Thanksgiving, teams they are who they are. Like they're not gonna be a scenario where one game or changes the whole entire aspect of a team. Whoever's playing the good right now, I think is gonna carry over to the playoffs. So shout out to them, and especially for Micah too. 2.5 sacks. I think might be his best game as a Packer. Again, that's what I thought he would have that impact more. But again, never know about that. It might be a pickup game for him to carry over to the playoffs. But yeah, good win for the Packers and putting the imprint on the NFC playoff picture for real.
Yeah, they got Golden come back this week too. They got a lot of receivers, bro. It's crazy.
A lot of receivers. Bro.
Yeah, they got a whole. It's ridiculous who's they got. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was Jordan Love, one of his best games of the season. It's the Lions, week 1 and now, up and down in between there. But it was a good game for them. I don't know how much I still trust them yet. They are mixed up a little bit, a lot of different teams. But you know, I do like LaFleur a lot. And Jordan Love, he to me, he's still up and down. Like he had a great game, but then somebody's have 120 yards or whatever. Like I never know what that do. And I feel like he's too athletic not to use his legs more. And that always bothers me about him. But I do like the running game, obviously, like Jeff said. Micah just got 5 straight seasons now, 12 sacks, which is like a record or something like that, which is crazy. So, you know, he doing his thing. The defense was looking good, even though they were hurt with Detroit. With Detroit, though, man, they're cooked, man. And it's like the play calling thing is big because, you know, Dan Gamble took it over in midseason. So obviously losing Ben Johnson was big because whoever they had in there, he ain't trust them. He took the play calling from him. And then I don't trust his play calling. So for me, it's like, you know, they bad. And I know what you're saying, Jordan, but yo, take the fucking point sometime, bro. I be getting so mad at all these things, bro. I be getting so mad, bro, watching these
Don't
games,
go for
man.
it so you need to.
Yeah, like it's in first quarter, 3-3. No, 3-0. Go for it.
That's what hurt him in the AFC NFC chip.
Yeah, bro. Take the points. But anyway, man. Gibbs is incredible. Goff is just solid. He'll make a lot of mistakes. He has a really good season. 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's good, but you know, he's just not dynamic and not like that, obviously. But without St. Brown and then Laporta gone, like I feel like their season might be coming to an end this week at this point, which is a very disappointing because
it's gonna be a good game Thursday.
Their window their window might be closed. They won an NFC Championship game 2 years ago. They lost to the 49ers with that comeback. Last year they were 15-1 or 2 and then lost in the second round. And now they're not going to make the playoffs. Their window might actually be closed. And, it's crazy how fast it opens and closes on you, but you got to get it done when you're there. So I think, it's going to be a long rest of the season for them. And now all of a sudden, the Bears is up in the division, leading the whole NFC, as a matter of fact, but so yeah, I think the Lions are done. I know it is crazy. Well, speaking of that, a good segue. The Bears beat the Eagles on Friday to take the NFC lead. They ran all up the field on them for a total over 250 yards. Jordan, what's your thoughts on this game?
Thought he was frozen for a second.
So
I don't know what to say.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna say this. You go look at the runs, and you tell me if that's not an offensive coordinator knowing what the fuck he's doing that the Bears did against the Eagles.
Ben Johnson, yeah, that's what he did, yeah.
So maybe our offensive coordinator should have maybe been on that other sideline and took notes. Because that's how you scheme. And that's the Eagles' problem, bro. The Eagles are 8-4 because of how talented they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they have not been in an advantage schematically in any game that they've played all season. And it's because of coaching. The reason why the defense is so good and has been so good is because not only do we have the talent, but we have the coach. Your defense can only carry you for so much long. And they got beat the fuck up Friday. And it was because of scheme. Because pound for pound, we have no question among top 5 most talented rosters in the fucking league. So when you play good teams, it's about coaching. Who has the advantage? Who has the disadvantage? And the Eagles have been at a disadvantage in every game that they played. And because they have the talent, they're 8-4. So I don't know what the fuck they think they're going to do. But if they don't figure out something schematically different on offense, they're going out in the first round like they did 2 years ago at this point.
Okay.
Because it's pissing me off. And I don't care that his home was egged. Because like I said, you're lucky they weren't rocks. The next loss might be bullets.
That's ridiculous, Phil.
Because it's kind of crazy. Because it's literally the same shit every game. Like I said, it's the same shit every game. It's either a first half game or a second half game. Last game, they didn't put the full game together at all. That was the worst game that they played all season other than the Giants. 100%.
I'll get back to you. Darryl, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I was on the road watching this game, but from most part, what I saw, the Bears' offensive line, they just controlled this game. Like, I never saw the Eagles lose that much on the line of scrimmage. Actually, on both sides of the ball, for real. I think that's what it came down to. Definitely shout out to Ben Johnson. He's changed the culture, kind of like what Cowboys coach, just changing the reputation of them just in 1 year pretty much, and got a lot of promise working on, especially with Caleb. Not a great game, but he's still progressing. He's still trying to work with Ben Johnson as far as knowing his offense. But that guy Manungai, he's been coming off strong for them for the Bears lately. Put him with Swift, with that offensive line. I remember that's like the first moves that they made once they moved on from Justin Fields. They started investing in that offensive line, and we're kind of starting to see that play out. Definitely didn't see the Bears at this point leading the NFC. One of probably the most surprising team of the year so far, and I think they have what it takes to carry this on. I don't think this is a fluke for them, especially in the division that they're in, to lead that division at this point in the year. Definitely not a fluke. I think they are for real. But just with the Eagles, kind of what I mentioned as far as teams after Thanksgiving, at some point, like, you are who you are. Like, they've been dealing with the same issues, I feel like, for almost all year. I don't think it's going to take one get right game to kind of change that. It's going to be, because again, like when they won the Super Bowl last year, they had these struggles early on, and then they just flipped the switch, and we didn't see any of that. But I feel like they've just been trying to flip that switch all year, and it's just not working for them. Definitely goes to play calling. I'm not sure if the head coach really has the entire locker room bought in like he maybe should have, as far because something like play calling and maybe guys not really thinking they a part of the winning formula that should be addressed through the coaching staff throughout the year and to iron out, to not have a leak out in that on a weekly basis. So definitely interested to see where the Eagles go from here. I don't think the Cowboys are going to come back. Just again, like Jordan said, the Eagles are still talented enough to win games. They put themselves up front enough. If it was closer, if the Eagles were like 7-5, then yeah, it would time to maybe raise the alarms. But I'm definitely interested to see if Eagles can flip that switch. Again, I don't think so, just based on the timing of the year that we're in right now. But they got to either play calling or I think it's more in play calling as far as just managing the game. And then the players not trusting the play call, and this entire scenario problem just with that. So, and I don't think it's going to be fixed at any point in the year. Maybe off season, some decisions made, maybe new hires, but definitely this was a good game from the Bears just to solidify themselves as a team that is for real over the past few weeks and the team that they beat.
Jeff, your thoughts, man, on that?
Well, it was a really good game. I guess the Bears figured the turkey wasn't the only bird they was gonna eat this week. So I figured that was a good. I know, Jordan. That was witty. Just call me Mr. Witty. Listen, you know what stuck out about this game? The third quarter for the Eagles. Third quarter, Jalen Hurts had 2 turnovers. He had the interception going deep to A.J. Brown and the fumble on the tush push. That's what turned the tide of the game. And honestly, we've known for a long time that Jalen Hurts typically has a turnover issue when you continuously put the ball in his hands and ask him to do too much. And that third quarter was it. The game was close. It was 10-3. The Bears had punted down to the Eagles. Eagles got 1 yard run with Saquon. Then they went for the bomb with AJ, which ended up being an interception by, well, who else? Kevin Byard, former Eagle, Jersey product or Philly product. So that made a lot of sense there. So once that turnover happened, I think the Eagles, they were kind of like, all right, maybe they can get it back. They had scored another touchdown. Then they came down and Jalen was trying to get the tush push and he got it ripped out, and that was a fumble. So there's your 2 turnovers, and that was what turned the tide here. Listen, like you said, man, the Bears, they got a formula now. They got 2 running backs. They're going to grind and run you up. I was shocked that the Eagles gave up that many yards. I thought this defensive line was a lot more talented than that. I was actually heralding them as the best defensive line in the league a couple weeks ago. But
real quick, if you looked very, very closely at them runs, at them plays, there was misdirection runs, there was counter, there was motion. That can fuck defensive line up. A lot of when your lineman is pulling and you getting free blocked, and you don't see a motherfucker cut, like that shit is difficult. It was
but what about your man Bourne? That's supposed to be him
pulling,
covering up on the line.
Yeah, but once the offensive line get like that, then the linebackers can't flow downhill. So like that's what the fuck was going on. And some of the linemen was getting to the second level and shit. A lot of them linemen don't get to the second level because we got some big motherfuckers in there.
So here's the interesting thing, right?
Schemed the fuck up.
Bourne's supposed to be so all pro. Bourne's supposed to be so all pro and be able to see that shit and play it well enough, but he didn't. He was out of place in a lot of those runs. You're right. He was out of place. So, that's going to be on the defense. I don't care what type of context you try to give me and scheme and Al Bundy 4 touchdowns versus Paul to 6. I don't know about none of that. Like, them niggas was out of place getting ran down their throat for 260 yards at the crib, bro. Pack that shit up, nigga. Go back home.
Nigga.
I'm just saying, like, that's what happened, man. Listen, right? And the reality is, look, since that 4-game winning streak from the beginning of the season, the Eagles is 4-4. They lost 2, they won 4, they lost 2 more. So here we are looking at them at 8-5.
So we about to be 4-1. So we about to go 4-1.
And that's what we hope that's going to be the case.
That's what history say, right? That's what you like, right? You like facts, right?
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. The history of this season does say you got a 4-game winning streak coming up. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We'll have to watch that play out. But listen, the thing that's redundant here is when AJ eat, y'all lose. And as long as he eats, and he's shutting up.
Games early in the season where he ate and we won.
Yeah, I don't know, but recently when he eats like this, y'all lose. So I just want to see how that works out.
No, it's because we're losing.
I don't know.
That's why he's eating, because we're fucking passing the ball because we're losing.
The game was close when y'all was feeding him.
Fucking losing.
Claim was close in the third quarter. Y'all was feeding him.
Because we're fucking down.
Yo,
And they
it was
can't run for
10-3, bro.
shit.
It was 10-3. Come on, cut it out.
They
It was
can't
10-3.
run. They can't run for shit.
They choose not to.
They
I saw
don't even
Saquon
run
had some.
Jalen.
Listen, on the fumble. Listen, the drive on the fumble. Saquon had a 5-yard run. Right after that, Goddard had like a 3-yard catch. Right,
I know.
and then Jalen incomplete pass. 4th down, they go for it on touch push. He fumbles the ball.
Give it to fucking Saquon once.
Yeah,
Fuck
give it
that
to Saquon.
push.
But so back to what I was saying is like the Eagles got to show some consistency. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to let Jalen throw the ball, and he may get turnovers, if not, to run the ball. And honestly, that we always talk about that comes back to the play calling. And like I said, I'm not really sure if the chemistry is there with Saquon and AJ. I don't know if they as friendly as everybody's saying they are. I mean, Devontae Smith is still a good guy, a good player to have. There's some wide open missed passes that Jalen misses. They blitz, and like Mike's been saying all season, he's terrible against the blitz. Like, he doesn't see anyone against the blitz. He goes with the read that was on the damn play call. He never improvises. He just go right what was the read, and that shit'll be either double covered or he throw it terrible. So that's some shit he need to work on. Figure that out. Give him a call or something.
Oh man, let me start with the Bears, man. The two-headed running back thing that is kind of doing wonders for them. It's giving them time to rest Swift, bring them back in. It's good. Caleb still have a good game. Caleb's still up and down. They're 9-3, but I think they're gonna lose the division too. I think Packers ultimately win it, but it is a good step for them with it being Ben Johnson first year with Caleb to kind of grow, with him. They might need they need more another receiver. I think that Moore ain't it no more. I like Odunze, but they probably another receiver. O-line is looking pretty good. They can get a little better on defense down the line. But again, it's a good first year. But Caleb got to be more consistent. He still threw a pick in that game. He threw the game with a touchdown, which was nice. But he was very athletic, which was good as well. He don't throw a lot of picks though normally, so I'm gonna give him that. But he still missed a lot of the easy plays, Caleb. So he got to be more consistent to me with the Bears. To the Eagles, though, everything y'all said is totally true. I think that Ben Johnson basically outcoached Vic Fangio in that game. I think a lot of what Jordan's saying is right. I think he out-schemed Vic Fangio's defensive line a little bit, and that's going to happen sometimes. You got a great offensive mind against a good defensive mind, and sometimes the offensive mind going to win. And they figured, let's run the ball, run right at them, run these schemes, and not throw the ball, and let the defensive line just kind of sack, Caleb or whatever like that, which was good. Offensively, everything y'all said was true. They can't find balance. I've saying it all season. AJ have a great game. Devontae don't. Saquon can't get over 60 yards and shit like that. I think his fall off is crazy, by the way. But from averaging 125 yards a game, like 60 yards a game, that's less than half. I've never seen that before, to be honest with you. So I think that's crazy. But again, that's more on Patullo. I feel like I said it in the chat. I think Nick Sirianni is an offensive mind. Literally is an offensive coach. I don't know why he not said, let me take over like Dan Gamble did, or let me help you out a little bit or something like that. I still know what the fuck he does. That's why I would fire the nigga. That's me. But if they lose the division, I would say. Not if they, make it down the line. Jalen, you said it, Jeff. He's a one-read quarterback who's very athletic. That's who he is and whatnot. It's so timing with him. He got great athletic receivers who can get open. So it's boom, 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 boom. That's great. But once that blitz is coming, he does panic a little bit and he misses some throws, or he gets up out of there really, really quickly and stuff like that. So, I don't know, man. This late in the season, I don't know how you fix it. It's week 13, like you said, Jeff, or week 14 about to come up. You can't bring another OC. I think it's too late for that, obviously. Only thing I can think is Nick helping out, at this point. But as far as the offensive side is concerned, the defense is still good. Quinyon still be locking up, but what Quinyon doing don't help if you run right at him. I'll say whatever for lack of fall. So for me, I'm just gonna say that I think they still win the division, but I don't know about their Super Bowl aspirations based on how the offense and defensive plan.
Yeah, so. I mean.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best I can say.
They don't look like a Super Bowl team right now.
Yeah, they don't have an identity.
definitely don't.
Last year was running the ball, play action, boom, 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 and they was getting hella guards on the run. They don't have an identity right now, and I feel like, AJ look happy though. Like I said, you know what I mean, but they not. I don't
The
know.
offensive line is just not playing that great. Jalen's not playing that great. The offensive coordinator is not that great. The combination of those three things is not going to be good.
Jalen has
it's just the
several
truth.
has several OCs. He just might not click with Patullo or whatever. You know what I mean? It happens. He's a victim of his own success because some of them do get hired once you have a good one season, like Kalen or whatever, Kellen Moore, whatever like that. But he can be better, like you said. And Saquon, I just don't know. I mean, offensive line obviously is a big part of that whole thing. I don't know. Maybe Patullo don't know how to scheme that type of running that he got. You're right, Jordan, because if Saquon was on the Bears, he'd probably be killing right now.
That nigga that had 300 yesterday on Friday. Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The way that them schemes hit and stuff like that.
He would have had 250 dolo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Them
the
niggas
Cowboys
had
ran for
250 together.
142
He
as
would
a
have had
team the
250
week before,
dolo.
so I don't know.
He done did that last year. Hold on.
Like I said, the Cowboys ran for 150 yards damn near on y'all
I'm
too.
just letting you know he had a couple games last year like 230, 250.
I hear the scheme talk, but the Cowboys ran for like $1 and some change on y'all too.
Yeah, they didn't have two running backs run for $1 and some change.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Because I
running
think
back for 100 yards is cool. I don't give a fuck.
I think their team is more built to stop the pass than the run, is what I feel like. And I think a good OC gonna recognize that. Now we're gonna see what Harbaugh do this week. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's just getting shut.
And hold on, because Hampton might be coming back too.
What?
Yeah.
Omari.
Yeah, that shit's getting shut. I'm gonna tell you to put the house on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, talking hot sauce.
Yeah.
Talking
If
hot
we lose
sauce.
another game, somebody else's house is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Panthers, man.
4-game slide.
Yeah, Daryl's new NFC South team or whatever like that. But they do get a surprise win over the Rams and stuff like that. After the Rams been having a great season so far, but again, we'll get into that. But it definitely won. Panthers still trying to end the hunt, as we say. Rams still lead the division. Jordan, what do you think about? No, not Jordan. You went first last time. Daryl, Panthers and Rams, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to me and Jordan's guy, Bryce Young, man. Balled out.
Cut it out.
Yeah. I mean, 15 for 20, 3 touchdowns, taking care of the ball. Like I said, he can with a system, with a great offensive coordinator, he can take care of the ball, deliver the ball, and help you win games. So this was an example of that. What still got to me the most is Chuba Hubbard. He woke up, he got tired of Rico taking his spot. But both of them had over 17 carries. If they can develop a 1-2 punch as far as running game, I like what they got in receiver as far as T-Mac being the number one. I like the rookie Jalen Coker as far as another option as well. I don't know what happened with Leggett. He had some promise coming into the year, coming into the league. I don't know. He kind of fell off there, but and also they've been playing this Panthers team. They've been playing good defense as well. So there's a combination of that. I don't put too much stock in the whole West Coast travel because the Panthers, they played Monday night in West Coast and had to come back as well. So they're both kind of playing on that same playing field there. But really just a down game for the Rams. I feel like maybe they didn't expect this Panther team to come out and hit them right from the beginning. I think there was they scored 14 in the first quarter. They wasn't expecting that. So I'm not putting too much stock on the Rams for this. I feel like they may have been due for a loss. But it was just the Panthers taking advantage of an opportunity with the Falcons falling off, with the Bucks being shaky with injuries. This is an opportunity for them they won enough games to put themselves in a position to win that division. So there's definitely a credit to them as also the coach. Again, changing the culture for that team, another franchise that made a good decision coach-wise from what it looks like. So definitely shout out to Bryce Young, shout out to the Panthers, and I'm excited. I'm rooting for them as far as maybe making a wild card or even winning the division. Because they still got, I think they got a matchup with the Bucks. They got two games with the Bucks, so they can really when they can take control and win that division. So I'm definitely rooting for them and interested to see what they can do.
All right, Jeff, your thoughts on the Panthers and Rams, man?
This was a good win for the Panthers. I just think they caught the Rams lunching a little bit. Like we talk about this often. West Coast, East Coast fly out late early game. But look, Stafford had 3 turnovers. He had 2 interceptions. And he had a fumble in the fourth quarter. That's unlike him. After going 27 straight touchdowns, 27 straight touchdowns, no interceptions, and then he come out the 2 interceptions in the first quarter of the game. I mean, it kind of gave the Panthers a little bit of life, kept them motivated. Bryce Young was 15 for 20 for 206 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, it's not like gaudy numbers. It wasn't like, a 300-yard tutty game, but getting the touchdowns is important.
Critical touchdown in the fourth.
I'm just saying, if you're getting short fields from the interceptions, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And you're getting the sack fumble in the fourth quarter, kind of derailed the whole thing. I think the Rams could have still won the game essentially. And I just look, even the sun shines on the dog ass someday. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like that in NFL. And that's why I said I'm really thinking about it like, damn, some teams, if the Rams are really legit this week, they'll bounce back. They'll beat the brakes off the Cardinals. And I mean beat the brakes off the motherfuckers just to show like we ain't playing around. That'll be just a blimp on the radar. They'll be that one team that's like, all right, they dominant. But other than that, I don't really see any too many. But look, Bryce Young is going to have his day, I guess. The Rams defense, I can't know who their corners are. I really don't know who their corners are. I know they got the upfront pass rush with Verse and Fisk, but who's on the back end there? Like, who can we say is a household name or even a name that you can recognize and say they're on the back end?
Not bad. Durant.
Kevin?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
That's a household name.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
the bull Forbes is all right. The one that
and I think he kind of small, so he probably like 5'10", 5'11". I don't think he's that big either. So I could see a team taking advantage. You got 6-foot receivers on the Panthers, and like I said, the turnovers just made this a game for the Panthers, and I think they capitalized off it being at home. The Rams coming over, playing bad football early in the game, and it kind of set them up for failure at the end of the
game. Jordan, your thoughts on that game, man? Rams.
It was a good game, right? I mean, the Panthers are not a bad team, man. Like, they've been competitive in every game that they played at, and I think they only got smacked maybe by one team this year. Other than that, I think somebody did fry them.
And the Panthers. And
who fried them?
And Buffalo.
Come on,
they got fried a couple times.
They played well against some good football teams. They beat Dallas, right? Hey, okay. And that's a good win. They beat Green Bay, didn't they?
Yep.
That's a good win.
That's the 2 wins by 3.
They played well against the 49ers. It was a pick fest.
20-9.
And turnovers would have been a close game, right?
Okay.
And then they just beat the Rams. Hey, listen. Right, Rams coming from LA all the way to Panthers. Maybe not thinking that they was, maybe they caught them off guard. Who knows? Panthers got a good defense, man. They got a good defense. I know the Rams did shred them up, but they have a really good defense, and they got a real nice secondary, man. They picked off Stafford twice. They had the pick 6. They just fucked Purdy up last week. And Brock, you know what I'm saying? So, and Bryce Young is, if you look at him, and then you look at some of the wins that they've had, he's been very clutch. He's been very clutch. So the numbers may not be there.
Okay.
Like you want them to be. I'm telling you, I'm all right. How you think they win in these games?
Bro, he got 18 touchdowns. Come on, save me.
It doesn't, bro, they got, like you said, they got the 2-headed monster. So they really carrying shit. But
that shit
when
just
it's time for him to make the play for them to win the game, he's made the play for them to win the game. Without a doubt. Like, especially in a lot of these tight games that they played against good teams. Like, they've relied on him. Y'all, I'm just, listen, man. They got a 6-5 team right now. Who would have thought they'd be fucking 6-5? Come
bro,
on,
when
man.
he's bad, bro. And
okay, like a lot of other guys, bro.
Like, dudes be bad and good in losses.
Bro, come on, man. So he ain't played
bad
well
in his losses, bro.
So he didn't play well in some of the losses?
No, he's 6-6. 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's terrible. But every interception he throws, every touchdown he throw interception. Like, it is losses. That's not good.
Well, listen, here's what I gotta say, man. First of all, shouts out to Chuba for coming back, taking away carries from Rico. Whatever.
Yes.
Help me. Get that dub. And Chuba got a touchdown too. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, he was eating because I had him in my other league. He
Right.
I'm glad I started him, yo.
That's my worry. That's why I was trying off Dottle early in the season. He's like, why? Like, no, bro. Chuba gonna come back. It's gonna be a problem. I need to get him out of here.
Chuba got paid. You got to pay who you play, man. That's what's pay for who you play. But shouts out to him. T Mac had one catch for one touchdown, so you know what I mean, that's cool. Great. But you know, Rams was due, kind of like Daryl said. I do think it does factor in because you know they fly in Saturday. The game is Sunday at 1:00 on the East Coast.
Stupid.
So
I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, it's so much to do. Dudes is tired and whatnot. The Panthers flew back Tuesday. They've been back in Carolina. So I do think that West Coast travel is a lot. You know, remember the time zone changes, hours and shit like that. So I think it definitely fucks with them a little bit. To me, it was a scheduling loss for them more so. The Panthers got a good defense, but you can't count on getting 2-3 picks every game and whatnot. That's not gonna happen. They still give up a lot of yards in that game. Both Corum and Williams had a nice running game, and Stafford had a good little, you know, he had still had 2 TDs, but he had the picks or whatever like that. So the Panthers, I think, will be formidable to a point, but ultimately, I think the Bucs are getting healthy, so they want to make the playoffs. I would be done with the Bryce Young experiment. He's too up and down, too wishy-washy. Can't trust him, and overall, the nigga too small. I'm sorry. So to me, I'm not paying him. I'm not whatever like that.
$30 million a year, that'd be crazy.
I'm moving on. I don't know what more you need to see from me as a whatever. To me, Bryce is not the guy that's going to get me over the top. If you want to be a mediocre team and do this every year, 8-8, 7-6, whatever like that, where they are right now, yeah, we can keep Bryce, whatever. But if we try to be better, or we try to just be like, okay. I mean, so.
But they were so trash, so I guess being okay might be good for them a season or two. I don't know.
For a season or two, yeah, but I'm not giving Bryce long-term money though. That's my whole thing.
You gotta give him like
I'm gonna keep saying if you
2-year prove it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But if you swap out Purdy and Young, I don't see much of a drop off or a difference.
Nigga, Purdy was in the Super Bowl. What the fuck you talking about?
It's crazy.
Because he had a perfect system. If you put Purdy on the Panthers, you put Purdy on the Panthers, he going to the Super Bowl. No,
they might not be.
No. It's not much of a difference from where they are now.
You think Purdy with that year when he was second and third MVP? You think Bryce ever been that good?
With the onslaught of weapons he had and the play
Jimmy
and
G
the
with
defense,
Jimmy G with the same weapons, never played that good.
Never.
Who?
Jimmy G
had the same weapons, never played that good. With the Niners, shit like that. Purdy was. That's what I'm saying. Purdy's better.
You put Jimmy G in this. I'm talking about Bryce.
Because Jimmy had the same weapons. You saying the weapons make Purdy great?
But Bryce Young might be better than Jimmy G then. Fuck it.
Okay.
I get you that shit. You can have that. Right there, Jimmy. You got that.
I mean, listen, it's an argument, but I haven't seen enough from Bryce. Like Jeff said, 6 touchdowns, 6 picks. I think that he's not, consistent.
I don't think he has much to work with on the Panthers just as an organization. But I mean,
he's had a running game for sure all season.
Yeah,
he's had a number 1 drip pad pick receiver. I listen. I know, you know what I'm saying. He's got Coker. He's got McMillan. Just you got to give something more. Like at least in the losses, throw for 300. Fuck it. Like he's not even doing that. Like in the losses, he like $130. Like what?
and all you saying,
he's what you need.
And even what you're saying, Daryl, I can almost agree with you. It's just that his time is up, so I got to make a decision on him. I got to franchise him, got to pay him, I do something like that. And he was still cheap. He can roll, you know what I'm saying? But right now we got to figure out something. Next up, though, Broncos. They get the win over the Commanders in overtime on Sunday night, which turned out to be a really, really good game, actually. But Broncos are now, I think, 9 or 8-2 or something. No, 9-2.
10-2.
10-2. Damn, my fault. So, Jeff, what's your thoughts on that game and the Broncos' chances in the playoffs this season? Now they're 10-2.
So I think this was another case of west to east. You know, the Broncos, they played the Chiefs in Denver, and then they flew over the Washington to play the Commanders, and like I said, the Commanders just really caught them slipping or whatever the case may be. Not to the default of a loss, but just a more competitive game they probably should, because there's no way that the Commanders in their roster should be competing with the Denver Broncos at this point, who lead the league in sacks. Marcus Mariota had a good game. He threw for 50 times. He ran it for another 11 times, so he had 60 touches in his hands. Like, that's almost insane. He was tired, exhausted, I'm sure, to lose by 1, which was good. But listen, this is a game that was good for the Broncos to prove that they can win these tough games. These games when they had the layover. Sean Payton is an immaculate coach, if you ask me, a Super Bowl winning coach from the Bill Parcells tree, which I'm a fan of because I'm an old school football kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think he has Bo Nix right where he wants them. Just maybe being able to listen to him. He has some weapons. He has RJ Harvey in the backfield. He's got Cortland Sutton on the outside. Troy Franklin, I don't really know what's going on with him. And Evan Ingram is always so inconsistent. So we never know what's going on with him. But we have a leadership at the quarterback position, which probably about another 20 teams in the league don't even have settled yet at this point. But coming over to Washington, taking care of the Commanders has just been they've just been mid all season. The Jayden Daniels experiment, year 2 went exactly how I thought it would go. It was not going to be good. They caught up to him. Injuries are wrecking them, and they have a running back room, which is 3 people that you never know who's going to ball out, whether it be Rodriguez, McNichols, or the other guy, Bill, whatever his name is. So, Deebo Samuel is not the Deebo we know from 49ers. He's definitely way worse. He's fallen off, if you ask me. He weighs too much. Terry McLaurin just can't get it going because Mariota isn't an exceptional quarterback. He's a good game manager, but he's better when he uses his legs as well, which one of those games he did this week, 11 carries, 50 yards. So it kind of helped him stay in the game. Denver's Broncos defense, I was expecting that to travel with him, though. I like to see more from it. I don't know if Pat Surtain is still struggling from the little injury he had, but they still lead the league in sacks and have one of the most dominant fronts up front, and still got Pat Surtain himself. So it was a really good game. It just proved that the better coaching was going to win. Now, he's better. Peyton is a better coach than the Commanders coach, and that's kind of what we saw take place in the 1-point win with the field goal at the end.
Hey, Jeff, are they any close to getting that sack record?
Yeah, I think they are. Actually, I think they got like 50 right now.
And what's the record? 65?
Yeah, 60... and it's what, 5 games left?
What's the record?
I'm about to check for you. I'll get back to you.
All right, Darryl, your thoughts on the Denver and Commanders, bro? What's your thoughts on that?
It was a surprising game. Didn't think that they would really play too well against them. Mariota did have a good game. Watched his defense kind of came to play a little bit until the end. But I feel like I said this like a couple weeks, like maybe like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago or whatever, but the Broncos are a good football team.
Mm-hmm.
But they remind me of like that Vikings team that was like with Kirk Cousins, and they had like won like 10, 11 one-score fucking games, and you know what I'm saying? And this team might be better than them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they might have a better defense. They don't have as good of an offense. But we gotta start maybe talking about Bo Nix as like a top 15 QB. Fuck around, yo. I think he's a really good QB. He makes the right decisions. He's got a nice arm. He's athletic as shit. He can move outside of the pocket and make all the throws. He got to get a little bit more consistency on his accuracy with the deep ball, with his touch. When he do that, like he a nice QB. They definitely got a QB for sure. To me, my thing is he going to be able to do that shit when it matters the most in the playoffs? For them, they might be able to get home field advantage. I don't know. I think the Patriots are still at the top right now, right?
Yeah, one more game up.
But they'll still have home field advantage in any playoff game that they play, right? I mean, because they're going to have the better record, the majority of anybody that they play, right? So they're going to have the home field for them. So I think that's crucial. But it's definitely a good football team. It's giving me a little bit of remnants of like the past a little bit, just as far as like, that Vikings team. But I do think that this team is more solid than that.
All right. Jeff, you got the answer?
Yeah, 72 by the Bears. They have 51 right now.
Oh, yeah, it's fraud.
Yeah, it's no chance.
How many we had?
And what year?
Like 63 or some shit.
Who cares? Steve.
Nah, I'm saying because Mike said he thought he was gonna break our record. Fuck out of here.
What year was that? 2025, 24?
The year we lost to the Chiefs. I think we had like 65 or some shit.
No. Y'all had 70.
Oh,
70?
Okay.
Yeah, they had 70. Yeah.
Wow, they was dated. And no, they're not gonna.
I don't think they're gonna get it.
Damn, how the fuck y'all ain't get the record? Like, they was right there. Y'all was right there,
Shit,
bro.
Hassan Reddick had like I think like 19 or some shit.
Bro, y'all was right there.
Hassan Reddick had like a quarter of the bitches. Like
they said the franchise record though, but they didn't get the.
they're not gonna get our record. It's cool. I told you.
You don't have a record.
Yeah, right.
They're not gonna get the 70. They're not gonna beat our shit, nigga.
Niggas, they said you funny as hell. Anyway, back to the fucking Carson was MVP that never existed. That shit.
That's along with all that one season. that one
Fuck out of
win.
here, yo. Fuck out of here. The sack record was when we lost to the Chiefs.
Bro,
Nigga, you don't have a fucking record.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, we do.
That shit is all in one hallway in the stadium. Like, all that shit could have happened. Like, could have waited. Yeah, that's fucking lit.
Yeah, he funny as hell, right? Yo, Down, you went around. But he kept saying, yeah, Carson with his MVP season. I'm like, you don't have a fucking MVP season. What you talking about, bro? That shit. Anyway, Down, man. Your thoughts on the Broncos.
What's up, man? Niggas know you should have got the MVP, man.
He did not get it, though. Down.
Who got that shit that year, yo?
Brady.
Was it Mahomes?
No, it was Brady.
Yeah.
It was Brady. Forget the fuck out of
Yeah. He was old as shit by then, too.
And we whooped their ass.
And he missed the first 3 games on suspension and still got the record.
What he got suspended for?
Deflate geek.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember.
that.
Never mind. That was
Yeah,
maybe I don't know. I looked that up.
Yeah.
Daryl.
You know, bad information.
Yeah, it was a good game. Definitely, I kind of want to see the Broncos show like more dominance against these weaker opponents, kind of like what the Pats have shown over the last few years. I'm not sure if it's the teams that they played. I feel like the Broncos played kind of better teams, but I definitely want to see them. Like they've been a lot of close games, and it might work out for them as far as being battle tested come playoff time. But they've been in a lot of close games, and unexpected close games, in my opinion. But they always do what they need to get done at the end to get the win. Shout out to Sean Payton. If it wasn't for Vrabel, I might have been right as far as Coach of the Year predictions. But he's definitely showing why he wanted Bo Nix. Like I think he was made it a real like once a coach finds a quarterback that they likes and they go get him and they work with him and develop them. Like he's proven he made the right decision as far as the scouting, and because there was a lot of talk as far as that year, as far as quarterbacks. I even think that a team moved up ahead of the Broncos to pick. I think it was Penix or somebody else that they moved up ahead of to get the Broncos, but they made the right choice as far as coach and quarterback, and they got everything that you need to win. I think this was Surtain's first game back, so if they get him back in the mold come playoff time, he can shut down any number one receiver. And also you add that in with the sacks that they're able to get, so they can be dangerous defensively. I do feel like at times they can be in a low off on the offensive side, so if they can limit those opportunities as far as Sutton being the number one guy. He's been inconsistent for the most part throughout the year. But yeah, they got everything they need. I kind of agree with Jordan. Bo Nix, he's up there as far as a top QB. But yeah, this was just another test for them. They still in possibility to get that number one seed in the AFC, which is going to be important for them. Teams coming to Mile High. Yeah, definitely a good win. But for the Commanders, old man Ertz, he turned back the clock. I gave up on him in fantasy a few weeks ago. But they're just this was a down year for them, especially once what's the name went down. But they'll be right there once they have a good off season. They'll be back in the NFC East conversation. But yeah, definitely just another good test for the Broncos to show they are for real too.
So the Jets traded up for the Vikings traded up for JJ McCarthy.
That's who it was.
Man, they know they fucked up.
Yeah.
I told
That
y'all
draft
they
actually was
fucked
lit
up
with
when they
quarterbacks.
did it. I
Caleb,
told
Jayden
y'all they
Daniels,
fucked
Drake
up when they
May.
did it.
They got Caleb, Jayden Daniels, Drake May, and that Bo Nix in that draft. That quarterback draft might be a little tough for the next
And
few years.
Penix was in that draft.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
was.
don't
He
trust
was.
Penix though.
Penix was in that draft too.
Yeah, he was in there,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah,
That.
JJ. Yeah, I told them that
He was
Michigan
number
shit.
10 pick. Yeah,
That
JJ.
Michigan shit. I told niggas.
Nigga, he cooked y'all.
Yo,
Champs, nigga. Fuck
his
you
whole
talking
college
about?
career.
He
Champs,
did.
nigga.
His whole career.
Champs. And
His
we
whole
just whooped
career.
their ass today. We whooped their ass this week.
Cooked y'all.
And we going back again this year, nigga. I'm gonna keep screaming that shit.
Real
I'm gonna
quick,
be
by
a
the way.
champion again next year, whether you fucking believe it or not, nigga. Back to back. Either
Real
these
quick.
niggas
Hold
or
on. That year,
Buckeyes.
Brady was number 1. Gurley was number 2. Wentz was number 3. He wasn't even number 2 that year. By the way, Todd Gurley
We
was
got
That was
two
some
votes.
bullshit. You know that was some bullshit. You know that was some bullshit.
Todd
Anyway,
Gurley, wow, he disappeared.
That was
quick.
way back. Sheesh.
You understand that year, you know, the top
years ago.
100 player list, he was voted number 1, right?
Jeff, your thoughts on
He only
the
played 13 games, man. He don't even count.
Wait, you went, Jeff, on the No, I went. It's my turn,
Number
right?
1.
Yeah.
Broncos and yeah, you went. Yeah, Bo Nix been looking better and better to me, yo. I think I don't know. I think what like you said with Sean Payton, they're kind of getting the click a little bit. I feel like that they do got weapons on that team. I like Harvey out the backfield. He's quick. The defense is really, really good. They got the cornerback. Who the corner? He be locking up.
Surtain.
Yeah, oh my god, bro. Like that shit is good. Motherfucking McLaurin tried to trick him on that one play. He didn't bite that shit at all, yo. Like
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, so Sam be playing, yo. Mariota plays a little hard out. I was watching a game at Parks, matter of fact. So you know, Mariota plays a little hard out, but he you know, it was what it was for them. Dan Quinn, he another gambler too, but he's a good coach. He don't have the personnel this year. We'll see what they do next year. As far as the Broncos are concerned, they'll either win it or lose it because of Bo Nix when it comes to the playoff time. So we'll see how that goes.
And they got a hella long winning
crazy.
Game. Like,
yeah, like
10
games
lose at some point. They gotta give it up somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
For like 8 games straight, man.
Well, speaking of a team on a 10-game winning streak, the Pats. Good segue, Jeff. They beat up on the Giants on Monday Night Football. Or Pats. The real question, more about not about the game mostly. The thoughts on your Pats as Super Bowl contenders. Are they the best team? Well, we'll get to the rankings later on. But the Pats. I'll go with you, Darryl. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah,
you can go by the Giants too if you want to. So that's fine.
Yeah, Pats, they definitely for real. They definitely are a Super Bowl favorite in the AFC just based on this year. I mean, if those big three for the quarterbacks was having a better year, then my answer would be different. But they're just taking advantage of the opportunity. They've been the best team, most consistent. Only thing is with that 10-game winning streak, those teams that they've been playing have been pretty suspect. I feel like the Bills have been like the best team in that stretch. But I mean, you still got to play the game, still got to line up, still got to win to do what it takes to win. So, but yeah, definitely, I feel good about them as far as if they get the number 1 seed, that's going to be their best chance. Because with Vrabel, experienced head coach, he's a player's coach too. He has everyone bought in as far as what he's looking to do. He has full confidence in Drake May. He puts confidence in him as well. And just also you couple that with the play caller, McDaniel. They got everything they need. They got a shutdown quarter with Gonzalez. Yeah, so it just all depends on if they get that number 1 seed. I think they're going to at least their ceiling is, or the floor is their the AFC Championship, just based on the AFC this year. I don't see any other. I mean, I feel like the Broncos is really their best competition as of right now. Who knows if the dark horse Mahomes gets in, then that always changes things. But just based on the scope in the AFC, I feel like that's the favorite to get out. The Giants, they still fight in games, but they're just not. They're still a couple years away to maybe get done. They got to just try to make it through the year with Jackson Dart not trying to kill himself. Like that sideline. That shit was crazy. Like, and it was all him. Like, I understand that like his teammates stepping up in the moment, but when it all settled down, rested and throw no flag because they saw it too. Like he he has too much confidence in my opinion. As far as like he kind of feels like it's still college as far as like him being able to do everything and other players not being good enough to stop him. Like I feel like he needs to correct that mindset. That's gonna shorten his career. As far as just taking these unneeded shots like that sideline shot that he needs to take, just take a couple yards, get out of bounds, go to the next play. So he's trying to make a home run on every play. So yeah, once he gets that young kind of mindset out, then I feel like they're gonna be good. But yeah, Pat Patriots, I feel like are the Super Bowl favorites in the AFC.
Jeff, your thoughts on the Pats, the Giants?
Yeah,
in
the
that game?
Patriots have been playing really well. Of course, they beat up on the Giants. The Giants are sardines in the can right now. I mean, they're missing all their star players, and it's just really like a welcome mat when you coming home. New York Boston rivalry will forever live. The funny thing about the Patriots, though, they actually have a bye this week, but week 14. So then they come out of the bye. They got the Bills, Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins, which is a unique setup there because they kind of like get to stay on the East Coast the entire time because they're home, then the Ravens, then the Jets, then and Boston again. So I want to see what's going to happen out of the bye. I think that's going to be essential because I think the Bills have a lot to lose and they're going to come out and play their best football because they want to stay within the neck and race in the AFC division, in the AFC playoffs. So, and we're going to see they're probably going to get the Ravens' best shot because the Ravens are going to be in, basically do or die mode at that point too. When we know the Jets and Dolphins might just try to play spoiler. So the thing about that is that it concerns me is about with young teams and young quarterbacks is getting a bye that first week. You don't know if you get stagnant, especially in the playoffs. You get a bye the first week, you come out, that second round might not play the best football. That might get caught slipping, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they get an experienced team on the ropes, maybe like a Chargers or you, God forbid, you get the Chiefs. That would be historically bad to come out of the bye and get the Chiefs. So that's something to keep an eye on. Drake May has been playing lights out. He's probably going to win MVP at this point, honestly. It's really at this point it's probably etched in stone. I mean, it's hard to see because if the Rams even get the Seahawks in any one of these weeks coming up, Seahawks defense is fucking legitimately good. And I think that's gonna be a tough outing for Matthew Stafford. So yeah, I think May can ride the Super Bowl. I mean, ride the championship, ride it to the MVP. The Super Bowl, AFC Championship. I don't know. It's just hard to say. This team is so young. Stephon Diggs is your leader. That never bodes well. He got 10 baby moms. I never trust the decision making of that guy. Like that's being your leader. So it's something to worry about. But it's been a hell of a season bringing Vrabel back. That was genius to do that, and they'll build on the culture going forward from there. They still need a receiver though. Diggs just isn't enough. They got to get somebody in the offseason too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan. Your thoughts, man, bro. Jeff crazy.
Jeff is crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, like 5-8 months, bro.
Yeah, we obviously knew they was gonna blow the doors off them. You know what I'm saying? The Giants gonna have some young talent though next year, so we talk about them next year. It's funny that Abdul Carter, man. They say he was gonna be like that, man. He ain't did nothing.
He ain't did nothing. He came in late, didn't he?
Huh?
He came in late too. I think. I don't think he started the first couple games.
Yeah, they said it's some shit again. Like I don't know. It's been happening for a couple.
Then he just did some bullshit this week too.
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
He said he was looking at porn in the
No.
Yeah, that was wicked. You feel me? I don't know what's good.
That was crazy.
Nigga said he couldn't wait till he got home. He said, "Man, listen."
I don't know what's good. But...
Listen to the Locks album. He J jerking niggas like.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say this though, right? So like, I respect what the Patriots is doing because at the end of the day, your record is your record. But they have had the easiest schedule in the league. And it does seem like their best two wins so far have been Buffalo and Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay is kind of tailed off. They haven't looked like they did within the first 4 or 5 games of this season.
Hurt Tampa.
And same thing as Buffalo. So can they do it when they get into the playoffs? I'm not sure. We haven't seen Drake May do that yet. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're going to have the number 1 seed and or home field advantage with the record that they have. So, but right, just like Jeff said, it'll be rough to have, your first divisional round game at home and somebody like the Bills. I know they've already beaten them this year, but somebody like the Bills, possibly the Ravens or the Chiefs come in there. It's just a different they've been there. Those three teams have been there, done it. I know the Ravens and Bills have not won the Super Bowl, but they've gotten the AFC Championship games. They've won playoff games. I would go into that game trusting the other team and not the Patriots because of the pedigree of that team and the quarterback that they have, to be honest. So we'll see what they can honestly do when January is, in my opinion. But they are a really good football team, and they're obviously a top 5 team because of the record.
I think I agree with Daryl real quick about Dart. He definitely got to stop playing the way he's playing, man. Like, you are the quarterback. You got to be available. I know you want to be just, you young, you brash, but got to be better with that. But, yeah, the Giants be better right there. It's all about for them who they're going to choose as a head coach for the Giants. So I think, I don't know what kind of coach they should choose. We're going to see. With the Pats, though, I think they set up, man. I think the Josh McDaniels, like, bringing him back is great for that young quarterback. And he already been a head coach, so he don't got that itch no more. They probably going to be together for a long time. What Vrabel and that whole Patriots family and stuff. Drake May is really good. I like the running tandem that they got right now. Also, I think the defense is pretty solid as well. They're a solid team throughout, up and down. And I think Jeff is right. I think May, he probably going to win the MVP in his second season, bro. And like I said to y'all weeks ago, I think he's the best QB out of that draft last year. His deep ball is really good, bro. Like, that should be, the touch be great. Diggs is just a wily veteran, Jeff, to your point. But I think I like Hunter Henry, obviously. I think he been talented, but had no QB to throw it to him. Now he's showing more talent that he got. I like the kid Booty or Butte, whatever the fuck his name is, like that. I like him too. He's gonna be pretty good. I don't know. You're right. Playoff time is a different animal. I agree with that. So we shall see. But right now, I think they might be the team to beat in the AFC, at least right now. And I think by the end of the season, I think Drake May might be top 5 or 6 QB in the league, for me at that point. I still might have Stafford at 5, right now or whatever. But yeah, Drake May, he's, like I said, man, the kid, I watch him very, very closely. Like, he's poised for his age. Mm-hmm. He's solid. He don't throw a lot of picks. I don't know.
He's young. No, he's young.
You think about Bo Nix.
He only did.
I know I'm saying they all old as hell.
Nah, Drake May only did like 2 years in college.
Yeah, Drake May young, actually. He ain't as old as Nick's married with 2 kids.
Nick's ain't 29. Come on now.
Nah, he's not. No, he's 26 or 7.
He's 23.
Nick's not 25. No, fuck
no, Drake May 23.
Drake May 23. I was gonna say Bo Nix is like 25, 26, right?
Anyway, we'll look up Bo Nix. Jeff, how old is Bo Nix? Look at that shit. 26. But anyway, 26. Okay. Yeah, but I think the Pats and Broncos, 2 new teams we didn't expect maybe, but I think the Pats are a little better. But the point, I think Daryl said in the chat, the point is they got a young quarterback, coach, OC tandem. They're gonna be there for years to come, and the Bills might have missed their window in the division.
Yeah. For sure.
So
100%.
Yeah,
that's what I said. He
just
Allen just let him walk in and take the division, just like that.
Yeah,
it's the coaching thing, man. The coach McDermott sucks.
They got a better team right now.
The bad
that's going to
part
be the case
is
going forward, though. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that, and they got cap space too. But the bad part is that the Chiefs might not make it. This should be the year that Allen's able to walk to the Super Bowl without the Chiefs in his way. But you know what I mean?
Ravens too.
Can't even win at home.
Yeah. Can't win at home, man. So yeah, that's that. Lastly, on with the games, the Texans actually upset the Colts in that division. Colts who had a big lead, but now it's getting a little tighter. Jags lead the division now, which is crazy. But the Texans did win. Jeff, I'll let you start again. Your thoughts on Texas Colts, man?
I think that was a big win for the Texans. The fact that C.J. Stroud was on missing the last 3 games in concussion protocol, and David Stills came in and held the boat up a little bit. That was good. Getting C.J. back playing really well through 276, 22 for 35, no touchdowns, just an interception. But I mean, he was knocking the rust off, and that's a scary team because they've been in the playoffs. They got a super stingy defense. They got they could run the ball, and they got an excellent play caller, passer with the number one option in Nico Collins, who ran the 7-yard touchdown to get the game go ahead touchdown in the fourth quarter. So you got the necessary components to be a dangerous team. And again, you know what, teams like this really kind of wrecks things in the playoffs because you don't really have them on your radar. And then once things start clicking, it might be at the end of the season. It really could get real sticky for the NFC South and for the AFC South and the AFC playoffs in general. Because again, I don't know if I can trust Daniel Jones. I mean, and again, look, he was 14 for 27 this week. Jonathan Taylor ran for about 81 yards. Of course, he probably needs to get the ball, but he's probably worn down from carrying the load early on. They don't really have a dominant receiver. Their defense is okay. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, we really don't know what to expect from them guys. Like, they are the quintessential Dr. Jekyll, Mrs. Hyde of the AFC South. So, the Texans, I can bank on them. And honestly, let's see how many games are they behind? 1 game, 2 games behind the Colts? And I think the Colts have to play them again in Jacksonville twice. So the AFC South might be the toughest, it might be the tightest run. But CJ looked real good, man. I'm just happy to have him back. He looks really tout. Nico Collins has always been one of my favorite receivers. I mean, he just got it all put together, man. 6'4", got some speed, got some hands. He can get busy. I was waiting to see maybe who would be that second guy. They've tried experiments with, Michi the third, and they tried it with a couple other cats, and it really
Tank
is
Dell.
out. Tank Dell. He actually missed all season, didn't he?
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm gonna rely on Nico Collins and Schultz, and those are the 2 guys that they're gonna have to ride to the playoffs and be options for CJ Stroud. But CJ Stroud is super talented quarterback. Like I said, it was good to get him back to beat the Colts, and the next 4 games in the AFC South are gonna be quite interesting.
Jordan, your thoughts on that Texas Colts, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of saw this coming with the Colts.
Yeah.
Got also a high start. Jonathan Taylor was playing really, really well. The formula is now shut him down, make Daniel Jones pass the ball. Now that defense doesn't look that great because now y'all not blowing teams out. Now y'all not up. Now y'all can't rush the passer. So now you got a team like the Texans who play great defense. Offense is mid, but Jeff is right. They got Nico. They got a solid running game. Do I trust CJ Stroud? I know you won a playoff game. The other one was shitty. I mean, they could be a sneaky team for sure with that defense, 100%. Like, no question about it. But we obviously know that, like, the Colts are still going to probably win that division, in my opinion.
Colts?
Yeah, I do.
They 1 game behind, and they on a 2-game losing streak.
Well, how many games back is Houston?
Houston 1 game behind. They 7-5. The Colts 8-4.
The Jaguars leading right now, actually.
Yeah, they 8-4
wow.
too.
Oh, yeah. So they might be cooked for them.
Yeah. It might be a problem.
They might be done up. Yeah, word. So
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Daryl, your thoughts, Texas Colts, bro?
Yeah, this was a good division game, close division game. I keep feeling like every week this is the week that the Texan defense they're gonna come back down to earth, but they for real, like I think only 3 times they've given up 20 or more points. You can carry that into the playoffs. I don't think any team wants to see this defense in the playoffs. But it's just a shame because I feel like now that they got the defense where it is, the offensive side just feels incomplete right now. Ever since they got rid of their OC, kind of like what Jeff said, I do like Higgins. I'm sorry, Collins and Schultz, but that young bull Higgins, that's another big receiver that you put on the other side of Nico, and that creates a lot of mismatch. I like what they got with him, but it's just they just don't feel complete. More probably because of the run game with missing what's his name? Who they had the running back? Mixon. Yeah, without him and the year he had last year, I feel like that's the biggest difference. Is they don't really have a running back they can really lean on. I feel like that would be that their only Achilles heel for real. But I feel like it's going to come down to the division. It's actually going to come down to the Jags and Texans. I just look at the Colts schedule. It's not looking good. And as far as with you got a starting quarterback with a broken fibula, it's not a recipe for success. And also JT, he's kind of slowed down, and with the Daniel Jones injury, they're gonna keep loading up that box and just try to make him put all the pressure on him. So I think it's gonna come down to the Texans and Jags. And with this defense, I want to see if the Texans and Jags play. No, they done. This is this is the real test for the Texans next week against the Chiefs. They can put the Chiefs away Sunday night. If that defense can show up, then I feel confident in winning that division.
They probably are going to put the Chiefs to bed.
I agree. Night.
That night, yeah.
Sunday night game too.
Night. Yeah, I agree with everybody said. Texas defense is for real. All depends on how CJ Stroud keeps playing down the line. Now that he's back. With the Colts, yeah, if he got a broken leg, that's what's crazy. And on top of the fact that, like, with JT won't break the record probably now because his pace slowed down. He had no touchdowns the last 2 weeks, so he slowed down. He's like 12 off now or something like that from the touchdown record. But you're right, Chiefs did the same shit. Load the box up, you know what I mean, and make Jones beat you. And it's gonna be tougher with his leg. The schedule is tough, like Daryl said. Jaguars, low key, they've been like quiet, and all of a sudden they're 8-4.
Inconsistent.
I mean, yeah, but they win the division all of a sudden and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy with them. So it's gonna be tough down the stretch. Texas got a defensive coach, they got a defensive identity, which is good for them. So I do want to see how it plays out. But yeah, you're right. The beginning of the season, all that magic from the Colts that kind of faded away. And we'll see how it goes down the line. Moving forward, though, in the show, so Jeff or whoever, your MVP ranking. We talked about to the chat a little bit yesterday, but Jeff, you didn't even speak about it. Who's your MVP 1 through 3? Who you got, man?
Right now, I still gotta go with Matthew Stafford at 1. I mean, just because what he's doing. I mean, one bad game, I don't think it should throw him off the trajectory. 2, I'm gonna go with May, and then 3. That 3 is tough, man.
That 3 is tough.
That 3 is tough. It's like, man. If I'm gonna go with somebody in 3, it's going to be it will probably Dak. Michael Dak.
All right.
Because, like I said, I predict the Cowboys get a playoff, and if they do that, they got to give it to Dak. Like, it's really no way you could usher your way around that, and I know that'll be crazy.
Daryl, your MVP 1, 2, 3, man.
I'm gonna go with May 1. I feel like just with him, if he finishes with the best record in the league, the media is going to give it to him because like the media just like with him kind of having like that Wonder Boy feel, like the young quarterback trying to take the next step from Brady. They've been kind of waiting for that for a couple of years, so I feel like they want to give it to May. I feel like if Stafford, he's 2 for me, but if Stafford, if he takes back the number 1 seed in the NFC. And it goes on another like 3 to 4 game stretch where there's crazy touchdowns, no picks. That's the only way I feel like he'll get the edge over May. And then 3, I got Allen over Dak just because of the more wins. Yeah, so I got Allen over him.
Wow. Okay.
I thought about putting Jordan Love in there, but I was like, ugh. But Dak, I mean, their 3-game winning streak, man, they averaging 29 points a game. They're second in the league. Like, how can you ignore that?
Yo, I'm sorry. I do got this Celtics game on in the background. Jaylen Brown is losing his mind.
Is he? Hold on.
What do you got?
37 at the end of about to be the end of the 3rd.
I mean, he losing his hair and his mind. That nigga. His head is fucked up, bro. Like
he stopped at Beijing. He stopped. He don't got the Beijing no more.
I don't know, but that shit been looking bad lately, bro.
Jordan, what's your thoughts? MVP 1 through 3, man.
So I actually have the same as Jeff. I have Stafford, May, and Dak.
I got a wild card. I got Stafford still, but by a slighter margin than last week because he had a bad game and May still winning. But that touchdown interception ratio was crazy. But I think at the end of the day, he might have another bad game, like Jeff said, against Seattle, whose defense is crazy. That might cost him the MVP. Then I got May. Then I got Myles Garrett at number 3.
Smoking. Shit.
Bro, he about to break the sack record, bro. He
gonna try. He gonna try.
He got 3 wins.
Bro, he 3.5 sacks. So he might do this shit this week.
Ain't
For a
no
second.
way in hell you putting a
And a lot of
defensive
those
end on
sacks
a
were always
3-win
running
team in
plays.
the
What-
MVP race.
Bro, he gonna break a record.
He's not
Saturday.
producing
Man, that-
enough wins, bro. Like,
He can't. It ain't his. He ain't the
and
quarterback.
he's out of it. He's out of it. He's not changing the game enough.
If I wouldn't say that, if I won't go with Myles Garrett, I'm going with JSN at 3 because he also, you know,
They've been looking kind of shaky too.
I'm
Like,
very
man,
hungry.
he's
I mean,
champion. What's up?
I mean, this week, thank you, JSN, for coming.
Damn, like fucking jeez, they killed me this week. I said, wow.
But anyway, what's next? Oh, a power rankings. Jordan, focus, man. 1 through 5. What you got, man?
Hell no.
Fuck.
And do not say who I think you're gonna say because they not in the fit. They're not 1 through 5 no more, bro.
Rams 1,
Uh-huh.
Patriots 2,
Uh-huh.
I would probably put the I would probably put the Seahawks at 3.
Okay.
Wow.
And if I had to go 4 and 5 up to like just right now, bro, I want to say the Packers, but not really. I do want to say the Eagles, but I
Okay.
won't. So I put the Broncos at 4. And I'll probably put the Packers at 5.
Okay. All right. I like the integrity of that list, man. That's good. Daryl, what you got, man?
I got Pats 1. I got Rams 2. I got Broncos 3. I got, just for right now, I got the Bears 4. And then
Oh,
I
wow.
got, who's 5? And I got, damn, I put the Seahawks 5.
Damn, everybody's struggling at the bottom. Jeff, what you got, man?
I got the Rams. I got the Seahawks. I got the Patriots, Broncos, and then I'm gonna go Green Bay. Green Bay, I think, beat Chicago. So I got Rams, Seahawks. Because that defense just 4 sacks, 4 picks, all that against. I don't care if it was a rookie. They've been cooking. Like I said, then I got the Patriots in the AFC, the Broncos in the AFC, and then I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers.
You got the. Never mind. Yeah, you got
Just let me hear it. Let me hear what you're gonna say because I got a lot of logic in this.
you got the Pats under the Seahawks. You got Seahawks over the Pats.
Yeah, they had a tougher schedule. The schedule has been tougher,
All right. Okay.
and they only 1 game away. They 10-9-3 Seahawks, 10-2 Pats.
Okay. All right. Logic fine. I'm going with the man. This is kind of actually the top one tough for me actually.
Yeah.
Because the Rams did just lose.
They
I'll
still-
still take Rams. I'll take Rams. Rams are good on both sides of the ball. I'll take the Rams 1. I'm gonna go with the Pats 2. I'll take the Seahawks at 3. Probably based off of that win, it just got the Packers at 4. And like Daryl, I'm gonna put Chicago in there at 5. Based off what I've seen this week. But Jeff, what's up with the pickups, man?
Pick 'em, baby. Let's rock and roll. So last week we had the Detroit and Green Bay game, Philly and Chicago and Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Detroit game, everybody, me and Justin only wanted to pick Green Bay. I don't know what y'all was smoking. And sadly, we all thought Philly would beat Chicago, which we keep falling into that trap of all going with Philly. I'm gonna just start directionally going the other way every time. And then Buffalo. Everybody picked Buffalo except for Toby. So after the week, at the top of the standings, Your Honor, Your Highness, me 28-12, Mike 25-15, Jordan 24, Justin 24-16, Toby 22-18, and Daryl and Jordan 21-19.
Okay.
So yeah, Mike, it's over. It's cooked up, bro. It's over.
I mean, it's a 5-game week. You never know.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, shit. This could have been 7 games. I just ain't want to hear niggas crying. Like,
All right, so we got the Dallas and Detroit, Colts and Jags, Bears and Packers, Texans and Chiefs, Eagles and Chargers.
All good
Daryl,
games.
what
All
you
good
got,
games.
man?
That Dallas Detroit
Um,
game gonna be interesting.
Honestly, I don't know who to trust in that Dallas Lions. I'm gonna go with who I feel like playing better. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys on the road on a Thursday. Do I really
Yeah.
trust them? Damn, is St. Brown? He's gonna be out a couple weeks. Fuck it, I'm going with the Lions. I'm not gonna. I'm not still. I don't feel like trusting the Cowboys like that. Lions. I'm gonna go Jags at home over the Colts. Um, Packers, Bears. Where's that at?
Green everywhere already on the right where it's at.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna trust the Packers at home.
Oh, this week.
Um, I'm gonna go. I just don't think Texans will have enough offense, but that defense. I'm gonna go. Damn. On the road too. I'm gonna go Texans. I'm gonna go Chiefs. No, I'm gonna go Chiefs. I don't think Pat Mahomes gonna lose on Sunday night. And then I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm gonna stick with the. Nah. I'm gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers.
I don't know what you want, bro. All right.
These are toss-ups. I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's
It
why
is
they
what it
good
is.
games, man.
Yeah.
Jordan, what you got, man? I can't wait to hear this.
Lions,
Mm.
Jaguars, Packers, Chiefs, Eagles. There.
Okay. All right. Sticking with your Eagles. I got you. I'm going to go Dallas because St. Brown got banged up in the secondary. That secondary was cooked by Jordan Love, so I know Dak gonna cook them with those receivers, which are better than Green Bay receivers. I'm gonna go with the Jags because Daniel Jones got a broken leg. I'm gonna go with the Packers because I think they're gonna get to Caleb. Micah gonna get to him and gonna kind of throw him off his spot. I like the Texans because of their defense. Chiefs are desperate, but I don't trust their defense. So I'm gonna go with the Texans, and this one's tough. It really depends on because didn't Herbert get banged up too? I think
He got surgery, but he playing.
You got surgery? The fuck?
He got
Damn.
like hand surgery.
Non-throwing hand or throwing hand?
Not throwing
Not
hand,
sure.
right?
It has to be if he's playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this is they need to get the division. Man. I don't even, bro. See, this how you know. This how you know I'm not a hater. I go with integrity and stuff like that. So, and Eagles on the road. I'm gonna say Eagles now, but I reserve my right to change by Friday. Go ahead, Jeff.
That's a good one. That's a good intention. All right, so I'm going with Dallas, Jaguars. I'm going with Chicago. Because if Chicago ran like that on Philly, I think they'll run like that on Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm going with I'm going with Houston at first, and I'm gonna save that one too. But I'm going with Houston now. I'm on record. I'm going with Houston now, and I'm definitely going with the Chargers. And then Justin, he went with Detroit, Jacksonville, Green Bay, Houston, and of course Philly.
Okay.
And we'll await the
Toby.
Mr. International Toby come back and let us know what he's doing.
Oh, this is my week to catch up then, Jeff. You got some fix in there. All right, that's what's up.
I don't know what football you've been watching, but I'm about to show you how I'm about to you good.
We're gonna see, man. Well, listen, man, that's our show. It was a good week of football, so a lot to talk about. Appreciate everybody who watched, comment, and subscribe, and sticking with us. We'll be back next week for even a better show based off of all the games that are coming out this week. We definitely appreciate you all. For Toby, who's on another vacation, for Daryl, for Jordan, and for Jeff. We will definitely see you guys next week. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Later, guys.